From the WYLN studios in Hazleton and all over northeastern Pennsylvania, this is WYLN News.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. A woman from Drums said she was on medication and under the influence of alcohol when she allegedly hired a hitman to kill her ex-husband and new wife. Agnes Marsicano insists she's innocent and tried to explain what happened, but prosecutors say they know what happened when she allegedly hatched a plot to take out her ex-husband and his wife. Police say Marsicano met with an undercover police officer who was posing as a hitman. That happened in the driveway of her home in Butler Township. Officers at a preliminary hearing today testified that she offered the hitman $100 in cash and 2 expensive rings as down payment. She said once it was over, she would sign over her home to the hitman. Motive? Police say Marsicano felt her ex-husband ruined her life and she wanted to get back at him. The district justice ruled that there was enough evidence. The case will be going to trial. 2 men from the Philadelphia area are accused of beating a man in Wilkes-Barre. That happened early Sunday morning. Alleged drug dealer Johnny Baker and Alexander Martinez attacked what police described as a dope-sick customer with a hammer after he pounded on their door on Bradford Street around 5 a.m. The victim, Darrell Elliott, sustained a puncture wound in the back from being hit with the hammer. He also received injuries to his head and eye. Police got a search warrant later that afternoon for the address at 280 New Hancock Street. There they found Baker and Martinez, both charged with aggravated assault, drug trafficking, reckless endangerment, among other charges. Both are now locked up at the Luzerne County Prison for lack of bail. A Wilkes-Barre man jailed for allegedly touching and raping an 11-year-old girl. The victim told police 27-year-old Anthony Dupac touched her inappropriately earlier this year while her mother was away. The girl also telling authorities she slept in his bed and he had sex with her. He was charged with rape, indecent assault, corruption of minors, and endangering the welfare of children. He was taken to the Luzerne County Prison for lack of $100,000 bail. He has a preliminary hearing set for early next year. At the council meeting last night in Plymouth, a reversal brought about by public concerns. Council now says they will not close the Goodwill Hose Company number 2, and no paid fire truck drivers will be laid off or have their hours reduced. The plan also still calls for hiring more police officers to increase patrols by 25%. However, in order to make this plan work, Council says a 17.9% property tax increase would be necessary. Council meets at noon on Thursday and will vote on the proposal change. A silent auction will be underway tomorrow in Luzerne County. 17 unused vehicles, mostly ranging from $300 to $900, are being sold by the Luzerne County government. One 1990 Dodge 3500 pickup has a minimum bid of $5,500. That sale from 10 a.m. till 1 in the record storage facility on Young Street in Hanover Township, which is right across from the County 911 Center. If you'd like more information on the silent auction, you can contact the Luzerne County Office of Procurement. Pennsylvania's governor has vetoed a bill to limit abortions to the first 20 weeks of pregnancy, rejecting what Planned Parenthood says would have been the nation's most restrictive abortion law. Governor Wolf signed the veto paperwork on Monday. Pennsylvania's current limit is 24 weeks. The 20-week limit would have kept in place exemptions under current law for when a mother's life or well-being is at risk. It had no exceptions for rape, incest, or fetal abnormalities. The Pennsylvania state senator, who is the subject of allegations that he behaved improperly toward female employees and campaign aides, says he'll step back from his campaign for a U.S. House seat. Democratic State Senator Dalen Leach said in a statement Monday that he'll work to address the allegations with state Senate leaders. Lynch didn't immediately clarify whether or not he's ending his U.S. House campaign in the Philadelphia suburbs, that after a Philadelphia Inquirer story on his alleged conduct. Coming up on WYLN News, we'll tell you where taxes are going up to pay for a road project, plus which community could be getting a new playground. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast for tonight. Partly cloudy, the low 28. For tomorrow, looks like partly cloudy with a high of 35. And on Thursday, sunshine with a high 36. And by the way, the winter solstice arrives at 11:28 a.m. Thursday morning. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
Hi, I'm Scott Wagner. If there's one thing I'm familiar with, it's taking out the trash. I started this business from the ground up. Harrisburg insiders take care of themselves, not us. I'm running for governor to clean up their mess. My plan will junk the property tax, cut wasteful spending, and put big government in the dumpster. I've taken out trash before. Career politicians are going to be real easy.
Conservative, reformer, tough. Scott Wagner for governor.
Residents of McAdoo will be seeing a tax increase for 2018 according to their tentative budget. The budget calls for a $1 million increase to be placed in their special road fund to help pay on a 10-year $500,000 loan the borough took out to repave streets in 2015. The $1 million increase will raise about $20,000. Council will also vote to increase parking rates from 25 to 50 cents an hour. A new playground could be coming to Klein Township. Supervisors there working with a local organization to try and bring the playground to Calares. The current one is about 60 years old and on private property that the township does not own. The board is working with the Remembering Ryan Cara organization to bring the new playground to property next to the Klein Township Municipal Authority, that's on Market Street. Ryan's foundation is affiliated with the National Where Angels Play Foundation. They help construct the playground in Cunningham and have done so in about 50 other areas throughout the nation. Congressman Lou Barletta backing firefighters. The House of Representatives passed legislation to extend the current authorizations for the United States Fire Administration, the Assistance to Firefighters Grants Program. Barletta has been a longtime supporter of the AFG and safer programs, having made repeated requests to House Appropriations Committee leaders for continued support and funding. December 21st, he joined 151 fellow members of Congress urging swift action to reauthorize the AFG and safer programs. The primary goal of the AFG program, to meet the firefighting and emergency response needs of fire departments and non-affiliated emergency medical service organizations. A traffic alert for you tonight. coming from the city of Wilkes-Barre. Starting tomorrow and will go through Friday, South Franklin Street will be closed approximately 160 feet before West Market Street. That's in front of the Citizens Bank building. A large crane will be used in a project on the building. So South Franklin Street will become a two-way street between West Northampton and the road closure. Wilkes-Barre Police will be on hand to assist with traffic control, but you are asked, if you can, avoid that area and seek alternate travel routes. Hazleton City Authority could be hiring a new garbage hauler for the city of Hazleton. The board solicited bids for garbage and recycling hauling services rather than follow through with optional extensions built into its contract with County Waste. The board received 4 bids from 4 different companies with options for 1, 3, and 5-year contracts. The bids were tabled for legal review. The authority deputy director said they could save about $160,000 by awarding a 1-year contract, roughly $482,000 over 3 years, and about $803,000 for awarding a 5-year contract to a low-bidding firm, Tamaqua Transfer. The county waste firm currently provides trash and recyclable collection services for Hazleton. The authority currently pays over $136,000 a month, and its current contract with County Waste will expire March 31st. 4 firms submitted bids on trash collection services: County Waste, Tamaqua Transfer, J.P. Mascaro & Sons, and Waste Management. Coming up on Green Ridge's New Choice, we get the latest on the annual United Way Christmas dinner. That's on Community and You. Plus, shop with a cop. We'll explain. But first, take a look at today's winning Med Day lottery numbers. If you played, good luck. Stay with us.
Look, I may be out of line here, but I have to get something off my chest. The little guys in the shop are taking all the credit for this year's #1 request, Service Electric's high-speed internet. Sure, it's great. I mean, it flies, and I should know. But the little guys don't even make it. Service Electric does. There. Someone finally had the antlers big enough to say it. They can't tell it's me, right? Uh-oh.
Get Service Electric high-speed internet free for 2 months, including free installation. Call today or visit secb.com/holiday.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi Electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the children's programming report is on file for public inspection at WYLN, 1057 East 10th Street, Hazleton, PA, during normal business hours, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday.
On WYLN, everyone, I'm Gary Perrin. I'm very pleased to have with me the President and CEO of the United Way of Greater Hazleton, Pat Ward, as we talk about the annual Christmas dinner, which is quickly approaching. I can't believe we're literally days away from Christmas right now.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. Merry Christmas to you, to the viewing audience, the WYLN family. We are in the final stages of preparing for our annual Christmas community dinner. As always, it will be Christmas Day this year, Monday, beginning at 11 o'clock in the morning and lasting through 1 in the afternoon at Holy Rosary Parish on South Poplar Street in Hazleton. One thing that we pride ourselves on as being the first organization to do this type of an event, and I believe it dates back to the early to mid 1980s, Gary, is the purpose of this event, the mission, if you will, is that no one is alone or hungry on Christmas Day. So there's no restrictions.
Right.
You could be the richest man in town or the poorest man in town, and we will welcome you with open arms. That goes for the richest person, too, not just man. But so we'll be at Holy Rosary. We usually have some nice music. We have a wonderful ham dinner for people. And we're also very much into making sure that the homebound and the people in the high rises and the elderly are also taken care of. So we run quite a few deliveries. We'll do over 900 meals on Christmas.
Wow.
And we have, thankfully, dozens of volunteers that help us deliver. Our friends at APTS Ambulance usually give us one of their rigs, and it's really impressive to see an ambulance being loaded with food and taken to the high rises. It also helps us get those deliveries out in a hurry. We have so many great contributors to this project in the community that make it possible, and it's really truly a community event, and it warms our hearts to be able to do it.
This isn't just the United Way. This isn't just Pat Ward doing it. This is a small community of volunteers each and every year who come together to make sure this happens. So, and it's not just on Christmas Day. There is getting the meals prepped. There is making sure everything gets in there correctly. There is making sure all the orders are taken for delivery to make sure they get to the right place and all that. So you guys, we're seeing this going on in this week before Christmas, but this is a month into it probably for you guys plus, and countless people to make sure this is pulled off for the 900 plus people.
Yes, and as I said, we're blessed with volunteers, but we have so many great organizations. USA Pork Packers helps us with the ham every year for the ham dinner. Our friends at Gonella Frozen Products help us with the rolls, and the list goes on and on. The Lehigh Presbytery each year assists us with cash to help run this project, because it does cost us a few dollars to do it. We get a lot of anonymous donations, and you would think that it would be difficult getting volunteers to come out on Christmas Day. We have so many dedicated volunteers that come out, and I have to personally thank, on behalf of our United Way, Father Brian Clark and the great staff and the parishioners of Holy Rosary Parish. They open their doors up to us literally on Christmas and the week before, and we've become great friends up there, and they're just such wonderful supporters, and you can see the support that we get from that parish community. They love it so much. It's fun for us to be part of it.
So if we're coming up to the deadline for people to deliver, and I'm sure you guys are always still looking for maybe some people to help and some donations. So how can people get in contact with you?
We would like to ask people that are calling to ask for a meal or meals to be delivered to their residence, to do that before the end of business on Thursday.
Okay.
I'd ask that from volunteers too, but volunteers can just show up the day of the event as well. And you know what, another United Way agency, I'd also want to mention that Meals on Wheels, all of the people that deliver Meals on Wheels 5 days a week, they all come out on Christmas to deliver to the Meals on Wheels clients.
It's wonderful.
It is great. It's just a wonderful way to start the holiday, and I'm humbled and blessed to be the president of this organization.
All right, so the Christmas dinner put on by United Way of Greater Hazleton will happen on Christmas Day, of course the 25th, which is Monday this year at 11 a.m. at Holy Rosary Parish on Poplar Street in Hazleton. So if you are looking to spend some of the holiday with somebody, so you're not home by yourself, come out. It's a great time, a great fellowship going on there at the United Way dinner. And Pat, thanks so much for coming up.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us here on Community and You. We'll catch you next time.
Chur's Auto Sales has been serving the area with quality vehicles since 1954. Chur's Auto Sales is known as your friendly dealer and now in their 4th generation and voted the best used car dealer by the readers of Standard Speaker Choice Awards. John Chur would like to thank everyone that voted for his business. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, choose from a large selection at Chur's 570-454-7229.
Northeast Gold and Silver inside the Churchill Mall is paying cash for gold and silver. Top dollar for silver coins. National currency. Fine and sterling flatware. Stop in or call them at 570-497-4177.
Van Hoagland Garden Center is now open on the Lofty Road just outside of McAdoo. Stop in and get your seasonal favorites. Choose from a great selection of colorful poinsettias and holiday cactus.
Well, I'm Gary Perna from Wyln News. On behalf of my wife Whitney and I would like to wish everybody out there a very Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy New Year.
Hi, this is Jeff Bonomo, Director of Production Services for Wyln and host of Off the Beaten Path. I'd like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas.
I'm Paula Degnan from Wyln. From my family to your family, a very Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season. Monday evening, 2 special boys from Cunningham were able to shop with a cop just in time for Christmas. Cunningham Police Chief Tony Harris started the Shop with the Cop program when he was chief in Freeland and brought it to Cunningham. This year, Luke and Logan Gennaro were chosen to shop with 2 cops at Walmart in Hazel Township.
It's a wonderful thing. It really is. Just to see the kids smile when they come back with presents is phenomenal. These kids were really special because their mom was diagnosed with lymphoma, and we wanted to make sure that they had a really good Christmas.
It's a warm feeling. It's a great community we live in. It's a way to just to reach out, to have a good relationship between the police department and the community. It shows that the respect that they have for the community, and we should show back to the police department. I'd like to thank the borough. I'd like to thank the police department and anybody else that was involved to make this night a special night for my kids.
The kids were able to buy gifts not only for themselves, but anyone else they wanted to. Harris and the police officers in Cunningham were happy to make this happen and hope the Gennaro family have a wonderful Christmas. A Hazel Township car dealership presented a check today to various community organizations and police departments. Independence Toyota on the Airport Road donated over $11,000 that was divided up and given to the Hazleton and West Hazleton Police Departments, the Hazleton Animal Shelter, and the Salvation Army. First Lieutenant Kenneth Zapovsky of the Hazleton Police Department said that with police facing a tight budget, the money will come in handy for buying necessities.
For us. Without the help from Independence Toyota with the money we're receiving today, we wouldn't be able to have operating supplies. Unfortunately, due to the financial situation that we have, in communities in the area, specifically in Hazleton, we don't have the proper budget to get the equipment that officers need in order to do their job. So, some of the basic needs are going to be satisfied with this budget. We're going to be looking at things like, it's going to sound silly, but pens, notebooks, blank CDs to record digital evidence that we have in cases, USB thumb drives. It's going to be those basic nuts and bolts that we'll be able to provide the officer, so this way we can then effectively serve the community.
Chris Stash has been with Independence Toyota for 17 years. The dealership has been donating to area causes for 3 years, giving away around $40,000 annually.
We're giving $3,000 to Hazleton. Yeah, Hazleton Police, I was talking to, one of the police officers, and they said they needed some stuff, so we came up with an amount. Same with West Hazleton. The animal shelter, we're going to give away $2,500 today, and the Salvation Army, what we do with them is there's about 250 kids. We make sure that every kid on their list has a Christmas present, so it's about $4,500 that we're going to give to them today. It's a great thing. Everybody in the dealership gets involved. Everybody gets to help pick who we give the money to, and it's a great feeling to actually give it out and see it be used in the community.
Now stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
Four Blooms is now open, 668 North Hunter Highway in Drums. Tuesday's happy hour from 5 until 8 in the bar area. Every Wednesday from 6 until 10 is martini night in the piano room. Sip and Savor, Thursday from 5 until 8 in the bar. And don't forget about Sunday brunch. That's Four Blooms in Drums.
Valmont Auto Sales. Buy here, pay here with a good selection of clean pre-owned vehicles. Use your tax return and make small weekly payments to fit your budget. Valmont Auto Sales, 34 Susquehanna Boulevard, West Hazleton, 570-501-2626.
On behalf of the Hazleton Fire Department, from our family to yours, we wish you a very Merry Christmas and a joyful and happy New Year.
Hey, hi, I'm Joe Flanagan, the CEO of the Freeland YMCA. From the staff, board of directors, and members of the Freeland YMCA, we wish everybody a safe and happy holiday season.
How you doing? I'm the marketing mayor, Steve Hawley, and I'd like to wish everybody out there a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And God bless everyone and stay safe.
When is the best time to buy? It's now. The year-end vehicle eradication at Berger Family Dealerships.
It's the Black Friday sales event.
Take $6,000 off any 2017 Jeep Renegade Latitude. Buy a 2017 Ram Bighorn Crew Cab for 20% off or lease for only $354 a month. Lease the all-new 2018 Jeep Compass for only $189 a month.
When is the best time to buy? It's now. The year-end vehicle eradication at Berger Family Dealerships. Route 93, Hazel.